Chosen one. There are moments in time when the fabric of the natural world bends to make room for the supernatural. You are now standing at the edge of one of those moments. A divine portal, an unseen passage, is preparing to open before you. A supernatural door that no human effort could ever force, and no earthly power could ever shut. This is not an ordinary opportunity. This is not coincidence or luck. This is alignment. Heaven has been preparing this opening for you long, before you even prayed for it. Every closed door, every delay, every detour was part of the preparation that brought you here. You have reached the threshold of divine timing, that sacred intersection where your faith meets God's perfect plan. You've been through a long season of hiddenness. You walked through times where you could not see what was ahead. You learned to trust without proof, to believe without evidence, and to worship even when everything around you seemed silent. That was not wasted effort, it was training. It was the process that strengthened your faith so you could stand firm when the supernatural begins to unfold. Because what's about to open for you is not just a door of opportunity, it is a doorway into purpose. This door will lead you into places your mind never imagined, into seasons your heart once only dreamed about. It is a divine acceleration, a moment where what would have taken years will happen suddenly. When this door opens, favor will follow you effortlessly. Connections will appear out of nowhere. Resources will align in perfect timing. It will look impossible to others, but it will feel natural to you, because your spirit has been prepared for this. Chosen one, before a supernatural door opens, there is always a divine silence. The air becomes still. You begin to sense change, but you cannot yet define it. You feel something in your spirit stirring, but you don't know how to explain it. That's the sign. Heaven is near. The unseen is moving. You are standing in the in-between, where your faith becomes the key. Don't mistake this stillness for inactivity. It's the moment right before breakthrough. This door will not open because of effort. It will open because of obedience. God is not rewarding perfection. He is responding to faithfulness. You kept walking when others stopped. You stayed humble when others gave up. You didn't let bitterness harden you. And now, the reward for your endurance is arriving. The door that is about to open will reveal why the wait was necessary. Understand this. When the supernatural door opens, it won't just bless you. It will transform you. You will walk differently, speak differently, and think differently. Your confidence will shift from anxiety to authority. You will no longer chase approval. You will move with divine assurance. Because once you step through a supernatural door, you stop operating in the limitations of man and start living in the overflow of God. This is the season where the impossible becomes normal. The things that once intimidated you will bow before you. The problems that seemed immovable will suddenly lose their power. God will place you in positions that don't make sense logically but fit perfectly spiritually. Doors will open without effort because your presence will now carry divine assignment. But remember, chosen one, when this door opens, humility must walk beside you. Don't forget the seasons that built you, the prayers that sustained you, the pain that refined you. Your blessing is not just for your elevation. It is for the glory of God. Every supernatural door you walk through carries the weight of purpose. You are being positioned not only to receive, but to represent. Your success will be the evidence of God's hand, not your own striving. Before the door opens, God often tests your heart one final time. He will ask you to trust Him blindly, to obey without knowing the outcome. This is the test before manifestation. Do not resist it. Surrender fully. The quicker you yield, the quicker the door responds. Faith is not about understanding everything. It's about believing even when nothing makes sense. And when that moment comes, when the supernatural door finally swings open, you'll feel it deep in your spirit. It will not be loud or chaotic. It will be peaceful, clear, and unstoppable. No one will need to tell you it's time. You will know. You'll sense the divine pull, that sacred nudge saying, "This is the door." And when you step through it, everything that once seemed delayed will accelerate. Everything that once felt blocked will flow. You will look back on the season and realize that every closed door was protection, not rejection. You will see that God never forgot you. He was preparing the right door at the right time. Some doors stayed shut because they weren't aligned with your assignment. Others stayed closed because they were too small for what you were destined to carry. But now, the door before you is the one that fits your calling, the one that fulfills the promise, the one that changes everything. Chosen one. This door is supernatural because it carries both destiny and revelation. It will show you who you truly are. It will reveal the magnitude of your purpose. It will stretch your faith and increase your influence. It will connect you to people who are part of your divine circle, individuals who will walk with you in purpose, not in pretense. As you step through, your old circles may fade away, but your new connections will carry heaven's fingerprints. Be ready. Stay pure in heart. Keep your intentions aligned. Do not let pride or fear speak louder than faith. This is sacred ground. You are not just walking into a new chapter. You are walking into divine fulfillment. Every step you take now matters. Every word you speak now shapes the atmosphere. Stay mindful, stay prayerful, and stay expectant. You are about to experience what eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. The supernatural door that is opening for you will lead to overflow, in peace, in provision, in purpose, and in power. You will walk through it with authority, grace, and confidence. You will carry light into dark places. You will become a living testimony of what happens when someone refuses to give up on God's timing. And when it happens, when you see the door open, when you feel the shift, don't forget to testify. Speak about it. Share your journey. Let others know that God still opens doors no man can close, because your story will ignite faith in those who are still waiting at their own thresholds. If this message resonates with you, don't scroll away. Speak it into existence. Say it aloud. I receive this word. The supernatural door is opening for me now. And if you believe it, truly believe it, take a moment to pause, reflect, and thank God right now for what He's about to do. Gratitude is your access point. Faith is your key. Obedience is your movement. And when these three align, nothing in heaven or on earth can stop what's about to unfold for you. Chosen one, prepare yourself. You are standing before a supernatural door. It will open suddenly, effortlessly, and divinely. Walk through it with reverence. Walk through it with faith. And when you do, everything will change. Because this time, it's your moment. Chosen one, when God opens a supernatural door, it is not just an opportunity. It is an assignment. The moment you step through, you are not entering ease. You are entering expansion. You are walking into the fulfillment of prayers you once whispered in tears. You are stepping into a reality your past self couldn't have handled, but your present self is finally prepared for. This door represents divine alignment, heaven and earth working together on your behalf. It is not a random breakthrough. It is a planned unveiling. God has been arranging the pieces quietly, even when you couldn't see any movement. Every no was setting up the right yes. Every delay was divine choreography. Every ending was actually a beginning that hadn't yet been revealed. When the supernatural door opens, it will not make sense to the natural mind. Things will start moving faster than usual. You'll notice favor flowing in directions that once felt blocked. People who once ignored you will start remembering your name. The very places that were shut tight will start calling for you. And you will know deep inside, this is not luck, this is God. But remember, supernatural favor comes with supernatural responsibility. God doesn't bless you just to bless you. He blesses you to use you. The door is not simply about receiving. It's about revealing what He has placed within you. The light inside you is never meant to remain hidden. When you step through this divine door, your purpose becomes visible. The anointing that was cultivated in private will now be displayed in public. You may feel nervous, even unworthy, but don't shrink back. God would not open this door if He didn't intend for you to walk through it. You've already been qualified by endurance. Every trial you survived, every lesson you learned, every moment you kept believing when nothing made sense, that was heaven's certification process. You are ready. Chosen one, understand that this opening is strategic. The timing is not accidental. The door is opening at the exact moment when your heart is aligned with heaven's rhythm. God waited until your spirit matured, until your intentions were purified, until your motives were refined. He could have done this sooner, but then you might have credited luck or talent. Now, you'll know it was only grace. The supernatural door is a threshold of revelation. As you cross it, you'll begin to see the purpose behind your pain. You'll realize that every loss carved space for greater gain. The disappointments that once broke you will suddenly make sense. They were redirections toward destiny. The rejection that once hurt will reveal itself as divine protection. Everything will start connecting. But before you walk through, God will whisper one final instruction. Stay humble, because humility is the only posture that can sustain divine favor. When you enter this next season, people will notice the glow around your life. They will see the favor, the peace, the opportunities, the increase. Some will admire you. Others may misunderstand you. But through it all, remember, this was never about fame. It's about faith. You are a vessel, not a monument. A messenger, not a brand. And as the door opens wider, new challenges may appear. Elevation always attracts attention, not all of it good. Some people who celebrated you in your struggle may not recognize you in your success. Some may grow distant as God brings you closer to your calling. Don't take it personally. Divine separation always precedes divine elevation. God removes distractions so you can focus on destiny. Through this door, your voice will carry new weight. Your presence will carry authority. You will walk into rooms where you once felt invisible and suddenly be seen, valued, and heard. You will speak words that shift atmospheres. You will move in spaces you never imagined entering. But the true evidence of God's hand won't be in the applause. It will be in the peace that follows you wherever you go. You will notice that you no longer have to chase things. Opportunities will start chasing you. What once required striving will now flow naturally. This is the beauty of divine alignment. When you are walking in God's timing, effort turns into ease. Doors will open without knocking because they were destined to. Favor will meet you in unexpected places. Provision will arrive right on time. Yet, even as the blessings increase, you will feel an even greater pull toward God. Because true elevation doesn't distance you from the divine. It draws you closer. The more He gives, the more you depend on Him. The higher you go, the deeper your roots must grow. This is how you remain unshakable in the supernatural, by staying anchored in prayer, gratitude, and humility. Chosen one, the supernatural door is not the end. It's the beginning of a new dimension of purpose. Once you step through, life will feel different. You'll start noticing the presence of God in everything, in conversations, in timing, in even the smallest details. You'll feel guided, protected, surrounded. You'll begin to realize that heaven is not far. It has been walking with you all along. This is the moment where you truly become what you were always meant to be. The years of silence have forged strength in you. The tears have softened your heart. The waiting has shaped your character. You are no longer who you were. You are the refined version, the awakened vessel, the chosen carrier of light. And because of that, you can now handle what's about to come. Don't be afraid of how big it feels. Don't let doubt whisper that you're not ready. If the door has opened, that means heaven has declared, it's time. Walk boldly. Walk with reverence. Walk knowing that God goes before you and angels surround you. And as you walk, remember to help others find their doors too. The anointing on your life multiplies when you lift others. Your light grows when you share it. Speak life, speak encouragement, speak hope. Be a living testimony that obedience leads to overflow. Chosen one, this is your moment. This is the threshold of transformation. Everything is aligning in your favor. The door that's opening is not ordinary, it's supernatural. And once you walk through, nothing will ever be the same again. You have prayed, waited, and endured. Now heaven answers. The key has turned. The lock has shifted. The door is open. Step through. And if this message resonates with your spirit, if you feel that familiar stirring, that holy confirmation in your chest, don't ignore it. This is your divine sign. Write it down, declare it aloud, and share it so others can feel the same awakening. Let your faith speak louder than your fear. Say it with conviction. My supernatural door is opening. I am ready for what God has prepared. I walk in faith. I walk in peace. I walk in purpose. And as you declare it, heaven moves. Because faith is the language that unlocks divine motion. Every word you speak with belief becomes a seed in the unseen realm. Speak it daily. Water it with gratitude. And watch as what you declare begins to manifest before your eyes. This is not just another day. This is not just another message. This is your confirmation, your moment, your calling. A supernatural door is opening for you. And this time, it will not close. Chosen one, walk forward. The light is waiting. Chosen one, the door has opened. The threshold is behind you. But the journey ahead is where transformation truly takes shape. Walking through a supernatural door does not simply mean entering favor or opportunity. It means entering a new dimension of purpose, awareness, and responsibility. What lies ahead will demand that your faith matures even further. It will stretch your capacity, refine your character, and amplify your influence. When you step through, the first thing you notice is a shift in perception. You begin to see reality differently. Situations that once seemed insurmountable now appear navigable. Challenges are no longer threats, but opportunities for growth. People who once doubted you now encounter your presence in awe. This is not chance. This is the effect of divine alignment. The supernatural door was designed to place you exactly where your calling can begin to manifest in full force. One of the first lessons in this season is divine patience in motion. Although the door is open, not everything will immediately make sense. The natural mind will want to rush, to control, to understand everything at once. But this is where trust must deepen. The supernatural flow moves according to divine timing, not human expectation. Step carefully, step deliberately, and step with a heart attuned to God's whispers. You will begin to notice people, places, and moments falling into perfect alignment around you. Some connections will feel like destiny. Some doors will appear unexpectedly. Do not underestimate these alignments. They are confirmations. They are heaven's fingerprints on your path. Recognize them. Walk boldly into them. Your obedience will accelerate the manifestation of what was promised. Chosen one, as you continue forward, you will encounter a new level of clarity. Your purpose, once blurred by uncertainty, will sharpen. You will see why certain seasons were necessary and how every hardship, every disappointment, every delay has contributed to this moment. You will understand the divine logic behind your journey, even if it never made sense to you at the time. This clarity is a gift, a revelation that ensures you do not squander the opportunities now within your reach. As doors continue to open, it is vital to maintain humility. Supernatural favor can create admiration, but it also attracts scrutiny, envy, and distraction. Stay anchored in gratitude. Honor the seasons that built you. Remember that this flow is a gift, not a right. A humble heart will sustain favor. Pride will fracture it. Walk in humility and integrity, and the supernatural will continue to flow through your life seamlessly. Another essential element of living through this door is discipline of the Spirit. Your thoughts, words, and actions must align with the vision God has given you. Every decision, even small ones, now carries weight. Faithfulness in the details will multiply blessings exponentially. Choose actions that reflect the life you are being called to live, not the life you imagine for yourself. Let your inner wisdom guide your steps more than desire or impulse. Expect transformation in your relationships as well. Those who are aligned with your calling will step closer. Others, who once seemed integral, may fade. This is not rejection, it is refinement. Divine alignment prioritizes purpose over comfort. Your spiritual circle will now include those who support your growth, not those who tether you to stagnation. Chosen one, you will also encounter moments where supernatural guidance challenges your understanding of right timing. You may feel nudged to take risks, speak boldly, or act without full clarity. Trust these nudges. They are not mistakes, they are revelations. The flow of divine purpose often bypasses logic. Faith is the bridge across the invisible currents that will carry you to fulfillment. As you continue, remember the importance of declaring what you receive. Words are keys in this season. Speak blessings over yourself, over your mission, and over those you are called to impact. Your declarations are not vanity. They are activations of faith. Heaven responds to your confident, aligned words. Speak boldly. I am walking in the fullness of what God has opened for me. I am equipped, I am ready, and I am faithful. And finally, chosen one. This door is not just about personal gain. It is about purpose amplified. You were not chosen merely to thrive. You were chosen to be a conduit of hope, light, and transformation. Your life will now serve as a beacon for others navigating seasons of waiting, doubt, and struggle. When people see your faithfulness rewarded, they will believe again. Your journey becomes testimony, and your testimony becomes inspiration. Step through, and remember, the supernatural is not temporary. It is eternal when you maintain alignment, obedience, and faith. This is your moment, your season, your destiny. Walk boldly, act faithfully, and live intentionally. The door is open, the path is clear, and the supernatural favor of God is now flowing through you.